received a Brocock Bantam Sniper HR from Ken Hicks at Southern Precision Air Weapons. This rifle is the latest evolution in the Compado line. The Compado was born when Daystate acquired Brocock, and the Bantam is the full-size model of the original semi-bullpup design. This generation benefits from some of Daystate's technology, manufacturing process, as well as fit and finish. One of the most notable external enhancements is the enlarged bolt on the right side of the rifle. Also obvious is the Brocock partnership with Huma regulators. Many of the newest generation Daystate rifles are benefiting from a regulated approach to airflow. The Bantam Sniper is Huma regulated, giving greater shot count as well as better shot-to-shot consistency. The regulated performance of this rifle is impressive. A 60-shot string yields an average speed of 845 feet per second with a 25.39 JSB King pellet. The minimum speed was 839 feet per second, the maximum 855 feet per second, giving a 16 foot per second spread with a standard deviation of 4. That's an average of just over 40 foot-pounds for a 25 caliber rifle. The Bantam Sniper has a 6-position power adjuster. For this test, the power adjuster was left at maximum power. External features of the rifle include a minimally adjustable trigger, which is good but not great and not match grade, and a conveniently located and intuitive paddle style safety. The rifle's carbon fiber bottle is filled by a standard Foster fitting, which is kept safe from debris by a Daystate style magnetic fill cap cover. Also included in the box from Brocock is a standard Foster fill adapter, as well as an innovative sleeve that assists in the removal of the fill adapter after filling the tank. As seems to be common on rifles from Daystate and Brocock, it's a tight squeeze to get your fingers in to remove the Foster fitting from the adapter. Pre-installed on the dovetail rails that line the top of the receiver is a set of Picatinny rails that are forward of the action in order to allow for better scope mounting position. The rails do a good job of permitting a variety of scope mount options and also clear the magazine when it's inserted. On the front of the rifle there is a Picatinny rail installed for mounting a bipod or any other accessory. The stock includes an adjustable cheek piece, in addition to the adjustable butt pad. The barrel is threaded to accept an optional moderator, and Brocock includes a threaded end cap to protect the threads. We have fitted this rifle with the Donnie FL Sumo moderator. For a 25 caliber air rifle, the Sniper is not loud by any means, but the Sumo does a very nice job of taming the report. The rifle ships with one 10-round magazine, which looks an awful lot like a Daystate magazine, but it isn't a Daystate magazine. This magazine is very easy to use, both on the bench and in the field, and we like its design a lot. The Brocock magazine loads exactly like a Daystate magazine, but it does not include the anti-double feed functionality that Daystate has on its flagship rifles. A nice inclusion in the box is a 25 caliber single shot tray. For testing, we top the rifle with a Hawk 4x12 second focal plane scope. The scope is mounted with vortex rings, and in this photo you can see that the rear Picatinny rail has been removed so that you can see the magazine height relative to the position of the Picatinny rails. One nice feature of the smaller magazine capacity is that you don't need ridiculously high rings in order to mount a scope onto this rifle. This is an accurate rifle. This is a 10-shot group at 30 yards. Within an hour of unboxing it, we were splitting cards at 30 yards. It's also capable of throwing some flyers. This is a 30-shot group at 30 yards. For today's testing, we were firing JSB Exact King 25s at 25.39 grains. The first shots you will see are at our 30-yard range. The second groupings will be at our 41-yard range. Groups for this video were shot off a front bag rest. All shots were fired with the scope set at 12 power. Prior to shooting, the rifle was charged to 200 bar, and the regulator pressure was between 130 and 140 bar. One final note before we get to the shooting: our big gauge on the air tank reads about 30 bar higher than the gauge on the gun. To begin with, we fired two 10-shot groups at 30 yards. Shots where everything came together and the pellet landed exactly where I expected it to are marked as perfect. In this first group, 6 out of 10 shots landed exactly where they were intended to. 1 out of the 10 was what I would consider a flyer. Between the first and second group, I did adjust the scope slightly to the left. In this 10-shot group, 5 of the shots are what I would consider perfect, while 1 was a flyer. Here you see the two 10-shot groups side by side. In the better of those two groups, 9 out of the 10 shots fired fit under a dime. Keep in mind that this is right out of the box performance. The third and fourth 10-shot groups we fired were at 41 yards. The Hawk 4 to 12 by 50 scope is a little underpowered for precision shooting 40 yards and out, and I think that played a small factor in the group sizes that you will see in these next two segments. At 41 yards, I saw 4 out of 10 shots going exactly where I expected them to go. Here is the second group of 10 at 41 yards. I apologize for the soft focus on some of these close-ups. When I saw the video on the big screen, I contemplated re-shooting these groups. Since our intent was to show you out-of-the-box first impressions, we decided to go with my first groups just as they were. As with the last group, 4 out of 10 shots went exactly where I wanted them to. The spread of the pellets on these targets is suggestive of a couple of things. One is that I need more time to practice with this trigger, as it is a little heavier than what I've become accustomed to. The second thing is that accuracy might benefit from sorting pellets either by weight or head size. To finish the testing, we loaded up one more magazine and took some shots at playing cards at 30 yards. Since we couldn't slow the motion down as much as we'd like to, here are those cards shot in half. Okay, almost in half on the second one. If you've never shot playing cards, you should try it. It's challenging and fun. For good measure, we threw in a sound reading at the muzzle. As you can see, the sniper is reading out at 86.3 decibels with the Donnie FL moderator installed. As we were cleaning up for the day, we decided that we needed to do a little bit of landscaping. Not too bad for a 40-yard shot. After 50 rounds fired, we checked the air pressure. According to the Brocock gauge, we've used approximately 50 bar from the air tank. The regulator pressure has fluctuated slightly, but we're still above reg pressure. One final note is regarding the cocking cycle. The bolt on the Bantam Sniper requires some force to pull. You will see in the video several distinct stopping points. It is possible to short stroke the bolt, advance the magazine, but not cock the rifle. Unless you remove the magazine, this will result in a double feed. What you can't see in the video is how easy the Bantam Sniper is to shoulder and point. Our Bantam has already made it out into the field, much to the dismay of many pigeons, starlings, and squirrels.